Hello beautiful family. I hope you're all having a bright and love-filled day wherever you are. Yesterday's video opened up an amazing opportunity for an experience from myself, and I want to share this with you. So in yesterday I mentioned trees, and I said that my wonderful, beautiful and courageous wife had said to my son, the tree is made of wood. And so I stopped the family and I said, no, the tree is not made of wood, it's made of life. And I used an analogy that when we see a tree seedling and it's growing, at what point does it stop being life, plant life, however we're going to label it, and become wood? But here's the important thing, not to go over it too much. The important thing is this tree is not life, it's not wood, and it's not a tree. When I said to my wife, this tree is life, it brought her back to the experience of the tree. Because this is a space that she moves in. She knows this place. She knows the experience of the tree without the labels of the mind. She knows the experience of the tree is not the words that we use to try and depict, define and segregate the experience. This is mind. This is presence, the experience. I'm speaking to you using mind, a linear language system that incorporates beginning and end and time. And so the experience of the tree is lost the more I speak. The more you speak about the tree inside yourself, the experience is lost. And there were persons yesterday who came to me, and in all love, it's nothing bad, there's no judgment on anyone. All of humanity is psychologically and spiritually the same. We are all on the same journey, we're all navigating the same pitfalls. And some persons came to me and said, this is wrong to me, why would you say that? And the reality is, it's because I see that perhaps it was missed that the word life inside your mental processing system is not bringing you closer to the experience of the tree. And so here we see that persons who say it's wrong to say the tree is life and not wood, and this is not fair, whereas my wife and I see it as bringing us back to presence. This shows something drastically important. Where there is separation, there is conflict. If I come to you and say, you can't call this tree wood, you have to call it life, and your mental character wants to call the tree wood, then you feel separation and conflict begins. But the reality is, I was not trying to stand on one or the other. I was trying to leave the entanglement of words using words. I was trying to bring my family out of the entanglement of words and the sterile labels that we put on things, back to the experience of the tree. And in the experience, the sacred union and nature is felt within us, and it's a deep, profound, resonating oneness that you sense. And so the respect and the love for it, for life, comes from there. And this is what I witnessed. And this shows us something so profound, that stillness is the language of God. Stillness is where you experience the unconditional love for life around you. And the mind will always, because of the language system, always create separation, because we each, with our processing system, interpret the words coming in differently. And so the separation from language is only dissolved when we come into the experience of things like a tree together. And you come in with experience by using the maximum capacity of the cells of your body and your mind without of your brain, not your mind, without the mind present. Because when you add mind and character, you will stand on opinion, prejudice, and so on and so forth. And so this shows us something on a macro, on a larger scale as well. If you look at this, look at that. This means that collectively, one of the core problems of humanity in its war and its separation and its conflict is always the separation based upon the language because we are getting caught up inside the entanglement of our human words and language, instead of getting caught up in the experience of the unconditional love that reverberates through life all around us. The bliss is there. The bliss is there. The entanglements of words is stopping us from collectively experiencing it and unifying together around it. This is how I perceive it. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to disagree with me, but investigate that yourself. Look at it with your brain. Really look at it. What are words doing? What are words doing when they create separation and character and the conflict? They can either lead you to the experience of the stillness of nature, or they can lead you away from it. And so we have to navigate this. We have to understand the power that words have on our collective being. We have to understand the power that is found in the experience, and understand that the words we use to describe the experience are not it. From there, we will find non-duality. From there, we will find God's love. From there, we will find the peace that we are all seeking inside this chaotic story of mankind and the mental identity we are all combating, the carnality we are combating, the surrender to spirit that we all someday should see for this world to bring about the push of creation based on unconditional love, not the service of the self and its fragility and its need to take, to hold in place its character, to hold in place its separate identity that lacks the bliss, the contortion for pleasure, the contortion for this. When the bliss is emanating from within, it's not required anymore. And I saw all that from this. This is not tree, life or wood. These are human concepts. The experience of this is far beyond it. I love you all. God bless, guys.